Now we're going to talk about object complements. Now you've learned a little bit about object complements from the video online. One thing I want you to realize is that we've already learned about subject complements as we've talked about. You've got the subject of the sentence. If you have a linking verb, then you either have the predicate, nominative, predicate, adjective, but what we call this is the subject complement because it completes the subject, it renames, it describes the subject, okay? It refers back to the subject. The same type of idea is what we're going to talk about with the object complement. So if you look at your diagramming packet, okay, with the instructions at the top, which you can look at with me, a noun or adjective that completes the verb and modifies, names, or renames the direct object is called an object complement. Now the things that I want you to realize here as we look about this is that it's also a noun or an adjective, okay? So as we look at, and it renames the subject, just like with when the subject complement is a noun or adjective that renames the subject, this is a noun or adjective that completes a verb and modifies or renames the direct object. So just like a subject can have a complement, a direct object can have a complement in the exact same way. All right, now when we look at this, there's two different ways that you can do object complements. So let's look at the first example. They call him Chuck. Now as we look at this, okay, the subject is they, verb is call, and what's the direct object? They call what, or they call who? They call him. And what's another name for him, or what do they call? They call him Chuck. Now there's two different ways that you can do this, and these examples right here show the two ways to show an object complement. Okay, it's either a noun or an adjective that renames the direct object. They call him Chuck. Chuck is the object complement. Now this is one way you can do it, is right next to the verb with the slash line this way. The other way they can do it is they call, you do the straight line, and here's the direct object, just like here's the direct object here, here's the direct object here, and then the object complement is here with the line. Personally, I prefer this way. I think it keeps it organized, and I think it makes sense.